Hi, this is Kimberly. Welcome to Simply Living in a Small Town. I hope everybody's having a wonderful Wednesday, or has had, I should say. This is later for me than um, I usually do anymore, I guess. But I really wanted to get this video out yet tonight, and it's still early enough to get it done. So I wanted to go ahead and do this real quick because I have several WIPs. I've been whittling away at the WIPs. So I have a few to show you. So about a month ago, I started on a sweater, and I'm just calling it the peppermint sweater because it's the peppermint shimmer yarn that I'm using from Premier Yarns. And by the way, I apologize about the lighting, but that's because it's later in here and the lighting is not as good. So I went back to getting it put together this week, and I am so thrilled with this, y'all. I have it, the 2 panels put together. So my thing is, it seems very tedious. It's like, I don't know, crocheting the 2 panels compared to sitting down doing all the measurements on putting then the panels together, you know, for your armholes and for your neckline and everything. And just, I measure like 2-3 times just to be sure and mark, you know, so that I know exactly where I'm going, because I've made the mistake of being off before. The first sweater, matter of fact, that I did last year, I had to like redo the whole sleeve. No, it was the whole, that's what it was. It was the whole one side of one of the panels I had to redo, because I actually had it, when I went back, for some reason I didn't do it at the same time that I did the one side. So I had to go back because I had it flipped the wrong way. So you could see all the, I had all the seam on the outside. Anyway, not what I was going for. So I took all that back out and redid it. But at any rate, I went back to this peppermint sweater. So I am absolutely thrilled with how this is looking. So now this is what, if I can get a hold of it. So you should be able to, yeah, there we go. You should be able to see that pretty well. Of course, this is the front. And then this is the back. And I love how, like, y'all, I put this on the other day, and it fits perfectly. I mean, it is just, I am so thrilled with this. So, see if I can bring this a little closer so you can see the stitches. But yes, I love how this is looking. I'm going to next, I thought I saw a tail, and I was like, no way, because I even weaved in all my tails already. So that's why I was like, what? No tail. Anyway, I did all of that already. So I'm thrilled with this. I will put a couple of pictures like up here so you can see, because like I said, I tried it on. I don't want to go any further till, you know, I tried it on and basically verified with myself that it's going to fit the way I want it, like intended it to fit. So it is looking great on me. Next, I'm going to start, because this is, you know, going to have sleeves. And then, so I'm going to start putting sleeves on this. Now, those skeins of yarn are only 216 yards, and I only bought 3 of them. So I have 1 skein left. So I know I don't have enough, unfortunately, because I'm so ready to have this finished, y'all, because I'm like, it just has me super excited, really, truly. So, I only have 1 skein, and I know that that is just literally not going to be enough, because what I intend to do, I just intend to do like double crochets for the sleeves. So, I mean, nothing fancy, just in the red shimmer. So I'm going to need another skein of yarn basically to finish the whole sweater out basically. But I am going to start on one of the sleeves, and then, you know, I should be able to get a sleeve done. So we'll We'll see how far I get on that. So that's going to be the next thing for this. And then if you're watching, if you've been watching the last couple of videos, you would have seen that I started on another sweater with the Big Twist Rave yarn. And I showed you that yarn. So now I have, these are not stitched together yet, but I have 2 complete panels now. And that's all the yarn. Literally, this is 2 cakes of yarn. 1 cake for the front, 1 cake for the back. So I love how this is coming out. Like, I love the way it patterned out and everything. I just think that that is so cool. And I may actually get some more. I mean, I am going to get some more in this colorway, which is called Scream. No, hang on. Scene Queen. You know, like the 80s scene kind of style. That's what they call it now anyway, okay? It's like 80s style with the bows and the black and the pink and the like gloves. The, what am I trying to say? Gloves like Madonna wore and stuff like that. But anyway, that's what the colorway is called. So I love this, and I cannot wait for this to be done too. But yeah, unfortunately, I'm going to have to get another cake of it, which I'm really going to try, to be honest, to go, because I want to get this done quickly. So I'm really planning to go this weekend. My daughter, we will have to go to Kentucky this weekend. So I'm planning on Sunday, hopefully, in other words, going to Joann, see if I can get another skein of this, because I'm super excited about getting this done. So I've done that. Now, something else I've worked on that I didn't show you all the other day, I'm going to wait and show it to you on Friday, because, so the kits from Hobby Lobby that I showed probably about a month ago. Yes, I've been slow. I kept forgetting they were sitting here in a bag, okay? Because I am just, like, so I've been working the last few days on going through my WIP bags and stuff. And that's what I'm going to keep doing and getting, you know, pieces done. Which, obviously, these are newer, like, WIPs. But I mean, like, older WIP bags from last year that have, like, I have tons of UFOs to go through and finish up. So I want to start doing that. So I went through a bag earlier, and I've got, I don't know, 2 or 3 more to go through. So, but anyway, the gnomes were sitting here in the bag from Hobby Lobby, so I had forgotten about that. But I started on them the week before last, because like all of last week, I've had the pieces done. So I have the arms done, I have the feet done, I have the nose done, and then there's the body. You do the body first, and then the hat. The only thing I have left to finish, to be honest, is his hair. I'm calling it a him because it's what it looks like. It's a boy gnome, okay? But anyway, I need to finish the hair. I'm telling you, the hair was the hardest part for me, y'all. I mean, it's just cutting strands of yarn. But then it's like you're supposed to have 3 groupings of 6 pieces of yarn, and then tie each of those 3 bundles together, and then braid it, and then tie. And with my hands being the way, I have more trouble working with the smaller stuff. And at first I was like, oh my gosh, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do this. And pretty quickly I adjusted, because I'm using a 3.75 hook, which is the smallest I have literally ever used. But I mean, once I got going, I got myself like adjusted to that, you know. And so, but like I said, the hardest part for me is like doing the hair, and I need to sit down tomorrow I'm going to sit down and get this dang gnome put together, because I have all the pieces done for this thing and have had for over a week now. And I thought, well, it's fine because I'll just show it to y'all on Friday. So I will have a video out Friday. I know I've got another piece that will be done besides that gnome. Hopefully I have something more than that, but we shall see. At least there'll be those two items. So once I'm done with the gnome, then I'm going to start the cow, because that's the next one for one of my other nieces. These two nieces of mine are sisters. And one of them picked out the gnome and one of them picked out the cow. And the cow is a significant thing because my brother, his family, they actually raise beef cattle. So they have cattle. The kids show cattle. My nieces and my nephew all show cattle at the 4-H fair every year. So that's kind of a thing with them. So once my gnome is done, I plan like next week, then I'll be starting the cow. But it's kind of a new thing to me. First of all, I've not really done much of, plushies or amigurumi. But not only that, again, these are small. Now, the gnome is bigger than I actually thought it was going to be, by all means. But the gnome actually, I had no trouble reading the pattern. So that made me, I figured everything out, no problem reading the pattern. It got me excited and got me inspired to make more gnomes. So that is to be seen yet, but I have ideas for that. So we shall talk about that probably on Friday. But anyway, so once that's together, I will be starting the cow next week. Those are cute little amigurumi. Actually, I say that my nieces picked out a gnome and a cow. My daughter picked out the cat. So I'm doing hers last because obviously she lives with me. So and plus my nieces were supposed to be for Christmas actually, and I didn't even get them till a week before Christmas. So, and the blankets that I showed last month that I finished for my nieces, I still have yet to deliver to them, which is not a big deal. They live in our town and everything, so it's not a big deal. I wanted to go ahead and get these little amigurumis done, though, for them so that I could take that and drop it all off together. So that's that. And then I started, the only other thing I have here is I started a hat. Another hat. Now, this is like the ones I just showed the week before last. I think are laying over there. I am getting a stack, man, y'all, of stuff I've finished, and I have got to do something with that shortly because there's a great big stack over there and there's a couple pieces here. I don't see those hats, but anyway, it was with the Premier puzzle, and it's just where you make a flat panel and then you just stitch that together and stitch it together at the top, and then it has a brim that flips up on it. So I have started another one. I'm trying not to pull this out. Where are we at here? So here's the next one that I have started. Now it's not showing up near as bright because this here is actually black, really black. Well, no, it's not. It's actually a really dark gray. Sorry. But that actually, well, I guess that does look gray, but anyway, it looks prettier and it looks slightly wonky at the moment. It'll be fine though. But this is, let me just show you the yarn. This is, this is one of those Karen Colorama Ogos. Yes, and mine looks all weird here because it's, but I've actually found, so this is the first time, I actually have several of these. And this one here specifically, I've been wanting to use up because I have literally had this since 2023. Or the beginning of 2024. It's been over a year. Anyway, I got these on clearance at Joann. So I know it's been over a year ago. I got this color. And then I think only one other color that I really love that's going to be like a sweater or something for myself. It's got pink, really bright pink in it stuff. But anyway, I don't remember the name of this. This is not, you can't get it anymore that I mean, I looked earlier just for the heck of it. No. They actually do have on Joann's app that, if you look up Karen Colorama Ogo, they have one they're showing on there that's gray, but then it says it's out of stock. So I don't know. Anyhow, this is the one I have. It's got a really pretty, this is actually, yeah, it's actually going to turn into blue, but this has this dark, it has this dark green in it, which doesn't even look as dark. This is a really deep green here. And then it's got this tan color, the dark gray here. And then, again, here's a bunch of the tan. And then you've got, this is like a turquoise color here. And then you've got a blue. The blue is super pretty. So I'm almost to the blue. But the person, so I'm making this as a gift for somebody. And they actually like green. So hopefully they like the colors in this. But I kind of thought, well, this, you know, would make a cool looking hat. And I've been wanting to use it up. So now, I've never used this yarn before, but like, it's soft. I mean, I don't see an issue with it. Now, I know the complaints from people where they don't like this whole like structure of, you know, how the yarn was put on here, like this U. I've heard it called several things, but but at any rate, you know, I've actually found, now, normally I would take, whether it's a skein or a cake or whatever, I drop it down in a whip bag at my feet, you know, and just set it on the floor in front of me. So I don't worry about whether the skein is flopping around in the bag. It doesn't, like, you know, I find that that's like the easiest thing, period, to do, is just pitch it down in a whip bag and crochet it up from there. And if it flops around, it flops around or whatever. But with this, what I thought was funny, because people complain about, you know, I think most people don't like the structure of this because they've complained about it, you know, being a pain kind of to use. And what I actually found earlier, this is like funny. I wish I could show you a picture, but I was sitting here in my chair crocheting with this. And what I actually did was I just set this like this over my left knee. And it's perfectly fine because it's just pulling out super easy, you know, no flopping around or nothing. And I thought, well, heck, this is like, so I don't, like, what I'm saying is I don't see the issues that others complained about. But I mean, again, everybody does things differently, and that's okay too, you know. But yeah, I just set it across my knee, right above my knee, and I did cut, so where this tan, because originally where I started, it was like this little bit of dark green, and then it went into this tan color. And I didn't want to continue because this tan, like this tan or cream kind of a color here, you can see goes a long way. I was trying to give this person more color. So that was the only spot where I did actually go ahead and cut it, which is why this is like, you know, from this end. And I thought, because I'm probably going to use this cream color in something else, actually. I don't remember how many yards these are, but I know they're a lot. I would have to go back and look at the label. But, so what I'm saying is I will not use all this for this hat. I mean, I don't see it taking up all this at all because I know it's a lot of yardage. So anyway, I did cut that, and I just went over here and moved to the other side, and it's no big deal. Like I said, it's just pulling out, like, you know, from the center there, basically. So, yeah, like no problem. And then that'll be used up. And that's something that wasn't even my cat. Hang on, there you go. She was like standing on my arm. So that's something that wasn't even in the cabinet, but I did have, oh, it's still in there. Okay. So that's something I need to get out. I do have one still in the cabinet, and I thought I folded out, but I guess not. Which is fine, because I will take it and put it with the other. I think I have one other besides that, because I think that's the one that matches. Yeah, that's the one that matches the one I have over here in a tote, because I want to make myself a sweater or something with it. So anyway, come here, baby. That is gonna be it for for Wednesday WIPS. She has to be up here. And I hope you all have a great night. And I will see you tomorrow or Friday for sure. Love y'all. Good night now, and God bless.